A bit of a tutorial for someone new. I have captured 5 eagles and a hard-made birdie here. And if this happens to work out, I can do a little more along these lines. I know some people don't need any help, but I know that it took me a while to learn. Number 10, high tee, left front corner of the tee box, high loft driver, maniacs. Aim to the edge or center of the fairway depending on the wind. Carry it out there. Line yourself up for this approach shot. Always add at least one club. Number 12, you're going to want to carry a maniacs up there. Just remember to hold your club back a little extra due to the added length and roll of a maniacs. As you've seen, I use the right front on the tee box. With a maniacs, let the wind bring it in. Normally I get great shot points with this shot, but for some reason she was off just a touch. Well, 6 feet. So as you can see, nice easy putt normally, because it drifts you right in there. Number 13, for me, I always use a 7-wood javelin. Aim right at the tip of the lake and trust your yardage. You know, let her swing, because it's very seldom that you get a wind that'll take the ball into the lake. Here, that 2.5 mile an hour wind definitely took me away from the lake a little more than normal. And then here at 10 mile an hour in your face, and I had first thought about an orbits, but that normally spins you back into the water. So I went with a sniper and hit it 100%. It didn't drift on me any, but another good solid shot with an easy putt. A Duffer's guide to number 16. Normally you're always going to be coming up that left side, but here we could run one out into the middle. Makes this a fairly easy green to get on when you're out in the middle of the fairway like this. Line up a maniacs, full driver, 100%. Runner right up the middle. Now this is where an old duffer like me, I 99% of the time use a javelin here. Make sure to look at your yardage. You know, with a javelin, if your percentage figures out, then add however much up is on the, just like here, add 7. You're going to add 7 to whatever percentage you have, because as you use the javelin, it cuts away, you know, a great bit of the wind. You might add 8, but I normally play it a touch short so you don't end up hitting the mountain. And I should have played this a touch more right than I did. The wind and me weren't getting along very good today, but you bring that in there with a javelin, and it can sometimes leave you a testy putt, but most generally it's a makeable putt. And I had a hard time getting this hole to where I would make it, is all. Now I make it probably 95% of the time. But at the time learning it was a little tougher than that. Yeah, see, that's a right one, up 9. You can hit it at full bore, and in she goes. This is definitely one of the easier looks you get on 17. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have used a 2-iron, but the wind is perfect here to bring you right into the pin. With these irons like that, you're always adding at least 10 on whatever, you figure your percentage, add 10. Well, here, you're going to be right on the edge of the cliff or just a touch off of the cliff, and you hit a straight shot. I mean, every now and then, if it's tucked way back in there, you may want to put just a touch of a slice or curve on it, but, just let the wind do its thing and put you right where you need to be. And, if you get around that point like that, you're normally set up with a fairly easy putt. It's something that's not got a lot of break to it normally. You can get it in there pretty easy. Now here it made a liar out of me. But, a left 10 on here is normally a fairly straight putt. So there you go. Just always remember, you don't see me playing in any of the great big matches, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But here, I always play a high tee. I shouldn't say always. Anytime the wind is facing me, it's a high tee. And you're always going to figure your percentage and add at least 15. With a 14-mile-an-hour wind, you definitely add 15. And just like there, it carries it out there. I could have actually went 16, maybe 17 to been right on the cup. But, I'm just like everyone else. You always have that I need to play safe factor. But here, when you get out there, it's always an easy putt. I just made this for some of the people starting out if they happen to see it. Gives you just an idea of how a few of these shots are made. I could do more of these if there's any interest. Thanks for watching.